Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the best strategy for finding new products in 2019 that I'm personally using right now. So stick around, it's going to be a good one. Alright guys, welcome back. So you can see we got Jungle Scout open here and apparently Binance. We could close that out. So what we're going to be doing today is obviously going over a strategy, and this may look familiar to you. Don't worry, this isn't the strategy in itself. It's a couple parts to the strategy. And real quick, before we get going today, I did want to remind you guys, if you're watching this and it is before July 14th, we'll be giving away a $50 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is comment Amazon FBA in this video, like it, subscribe, and there will be a link to my Instagram in the description. Just go follow my Instagram. If all 4 of those are checked off, I will be picking randomly someone on the 14th of July. So, if you look down, it's before that date, you could still enter. Go ahead and do that. If you're interested in winning, it'll be this $50 gift card for Amazon. You can get yourself some business supplies, or what's $50? I don't know, new blow dryer, something. That's probably a cheap one. But anyway, and I'm doing a call as well, so you can get a call with me. It's a 2-part giveaway extravaganza. So let's get into today's video. So this is kind of a variation of, and some of you may already know this, but I don't think there's enough emphasis on this. Everyone's saying, hey, go to Jungle Scout, use this criteria. And I have close to 100 students that I teach personally, and a lot of the ideas that I keep getting are, to be honest, like a lot of them are bad ideas. And that's, sometimes you just have to tell people straight, but the reason that they're bad is because they're just coming straight off of this and they can't figure out why they're not finding a good idea. So I've been updating, and these are all weird because I haven't put any filters in yet, right? But I've been updating, so you shouldn't just be finding your ideas from this. You should be using this to find kind of like the top of the funnel idea, and then we're going to run it through a system to completely change the product and find a totally different one from that original one. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So the first thing we're going to do is, select the private label categories, being arts, crafts, and sewing, beauty and personal care, health and household, home and kitchen and dining, patio, lawn and garden, industrial, scientific, tools and home improvement, and maybe we'll do like toys and games as well. That looks pretty good to me. That's, you could select a couple more, a couple less. That's up to you. This part doesn't matter that much. If you guys are unfamiliar with what this tool is, this is the Jungle Scout web app. I actually have a link down in the description. If you're just starting and you really want to actually change your life financially and take action, which is a thing that a lot of people lack. They don't take the action that's required to actually start an online business. This is where I started with this software. So you could actually, there's a bundle link now in the description. There's 3 different links. There's the Chrome extension, the web app, and then the bundle. The bundle is if you need both, and I'll be showing you what the Chrome extension is in a little bit, but you get them at a reduced price if you get them together. And those are affiliate links, so it's a great way to support me for all the free content if you're going to be getting either of those tools either way. So minimum price, I like to do higher now, so $17.23. Always put a random number at the end. I used to do like 13 to 15. Excuse me, I had to cough. You won't know that because I cut it out. $17.23 is the low one. I used to do a little bit lower than that, but I've personally just been finding that the profit margins aren't even worth my time anymore at that level. So I'll go to $17.23 minimum. There's plenty of products in that, $17 to $20 range that you could find. It's not gonna be a big deal. If you really want to lower it a little bit, you could do like $15.99, $15.23. Use a weird number at the end because it's just setting forth a barrier to entry. Most people are just gonna go 17, right? And then they'll go 35 or something. So if there's a product that's, in our case, if we do $7.22 and someone else just did 18, the product that's $17.49, they're not going to see, but we will. So that's just kind of the logic there. And I think 35 is actually a good range. That's good enough product price so that if we get it for $5 to $8 from DHgate or Alibaba, leave plenty of room for profit margin, but it's not too expensive to the point where the product itself, even from a supplier, will be, $10, $15. So I usually just take the same number. I don't know why, it just looks better to me. Then you could skip these next 3 and we'll just go to revenue. So what we're gonna be able to do is sort by revenue, right? We wanna see products that are already selling. We're not recreating the wheel here. So minimum revenue, I like 5,000. And again, we're just putting some random number there. Base number would be $5,000. And then maximum revenue, we could go all the way up to like 19 in this situation. And I'll do the same random, the other ones. 20,000 and under is good. Anything under 5,000, there's not a ton of, profit margin there. I like to see an average of higher than 5,000 on the market. So say there's 20 sellers, I want to see 10 of them doing 5,000 or more, maybe 7 of them doing 5,000 or more in revenue. It just shows that if I'm going to put a product in front of that audience, I'm likely to reach numbers similar to theirs, right? It would be weird if I improved the product and then got worse results. If anything, I'd get better results than that. So max reviews. This one doesn't necessarily matter too much for the way that we're going to be doing product research today. If you were just going to be using the web app and that was your product research method, you could set this a little bit higher, maybe like 231, right? Because just because someone has high reviews doesn't mean you can't compete. A lot of the time, everyone that's using this tool is going 75 or they're putting 50 right there. And the flaw in that is that that's what everyone's doing. If you look at any successful entrepreneur, it's the people that go against the grain, see things that other people aren't seeing. So yeah, what we're gonna do is actually put a little bit of a higher number, like 231 right now. Again, it doesn't matter too much right now because I'm getting to the point after we fill this out, I'll show you what our method is. Max weight is gonna be 1. I don't like anything, especially with the tariffs right now, too heavy. Just easier to test a smaller unit order when it's nice and light. Your shipping cost isn't outrageous. And then everything else is pretty much good here. So we're gonna keep this pretty bare bones, guys. So we just have a price filter, a revenue filter, and a review filter, and a small weight filter there. So let's go ahead and hit search. And now this part's gonna go very quickly because again, we're not using this as the actual product idea. We're just gonna use that as a gateway into a market. So let's see here. Okay, LED light cubes, or LED ice cubes. Very interesting product. So this might be a good product in itself. We could actually go check if we just went to all departments. Again, you wanna make sure you're doing that. See a lot of people just doing like, if they're in, I don't know, I've never been in that category, but if you were in there, you search in there and then you think something's good when realistically you're not seeing the true results. So make sure you're in all departments. And again, I'm just checking this out kind of to have a little bit of fun because this kind of does seem interesting. We're back. Just had to sign into Jungle Scout. So we're pulling this up on the market now. And let's see. So the price right away looks pretty good. The majority of the market looks like they're at that 16 to 20 something dollar range. Revenue's a little bit lower than I'd like, although it is consistent. So at least it's not like just 430 up here and then everyone else is doing 20. It's like 430, 100, 150, 200, 100, and then everyone around here is doing 75 to 100, which is pretty good. And there's pretty much all low reviews. Again, these are sponsored, so if we didn't see those, this is a more true look of the market right here. That guy was showing up twice. You want to make sure you're not counting that twice. But here's what we're going to do. So this is actually right where we start doing the other research method. LED light cube. Okay, so that's an LED light cube. These are LED ice cubes, different things. Anyway, he's got 80 reviews and he's doing 16,000 a month. $119 product, that's expensive. So what you do is you could find any product in here. You could literally click on a bunch of different ones, and let's just do that just to have a little bit of fun. We'll open up food tents, and we'll open up, let's try and find another one really quick. So what you're going to be doing is just picking anything you think is interesting in here. Try and stay away from the everyday used products. Something strange. I like really strange stuff. So Godzilla figurine. I'm trying to find something quickly, and it's not exactly going good. So I'll just tell you guys. You get the point. You could find anything in here. Doesn't matter. Click on that. Open it up. And it's not this market that we're worried about. If this market does happen to look good, that's icing on the cake. You just found even another idea on top of the way we're going to be doing research. But all you're going to do is you're going to figure out who's making the most. So who has the most successful listing here? It looks like this person's selling about 15 units a day. They're doing over 400 a month. So their profit margin, $6 in fees. So that's $16 there or so. And then say it costs them $5 for the product. So they're making, $4,500, about 50% profit per month. That's awesome. So we'll click onto their listing. And then what we're actually going to do is go into this buy box and click on their storefront. And again, you guys are probably thinking, I know this method, but how often are you using this? I'm using this every day, and I'm opening up thousands of storefronts, literally. So it's like for every one product that I find, I might find 6 or 7 more that seller's selling. So it's like compounding your product ideas. And this looks like a really good private label seller. There's a bunch of weird stuff in here. So why don't we just go ahead and open this up. I'll pull up Jungle Scout. It actually works right on their storefront, if you didn't know that. And you can actually just see, yeah, this is a great example. Oh my God. So revenue here, we could sort that and see what their best selling thing is. An LED dinosaur. Interesting. That has a lot of reviews. That one might be competitive. So flying discs is what they're calling frisbees. It's glow in the dark lightsabers. So we could check that out. But the point being is you need to be taking advantage of this. Like, look at all these ideas I had no idea about 5 minutes ago, and now all of a sudden we came here for this, and I've also got like 10 other new ideas to go along with it. Realistic rubber snakes. We'll check out both of those. So we'll start with the lightsabers. We'll just search lightsaber. That's probably what most people would search. I'm guessing that's going to be competitive, but we'll check it out. Might even be, is lightsaber copyrighted? Is that Star Wars thing? I don't know if they like own the rights to the idea of a lightsaber. We'll see though. People are doing really good in here. So this is a great example of like the revenue spread I'd want to see. A lot of people doing over $5,000 a month, and then occasionally we see a couple big guys doing $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. So that revenue looks awesome. There's probably a lot of sellers is my only concern. Like if we go down here, these are probably still, oh, that's funny. That's the exact one we randomly just found again. He's doing good. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of demand here. A lot of demand. It's a little bit competitive, so you could find that out really quickly. Just go back a couple pages, go to like 3, see if they're still there. Yeah, we still see a lot of lightsabers here. So now we're probably about 150 results in. If we go to 4, it's a quick way to count listings. If you guys don't want to do it by eye, you could kind of guess how many there are. If we go all the way to 7, there's still lightsabers. So yeah, that's really competitive. There's, a lot of people are looking for how competitive something is based on just the reviews. A lot of the time I'm more worried about how many sellers are there. How easily is it going to be for me to come in from no sales, get some sales, and get to the first page? You come into a market where there's 27 sellers in total. Say there was 27 people selling these Christmas bulbs, which there's not. There's probably a lot more than that. But if you're the 28th person, it's not going to be that much harder to get the results those people are getting. But if there's 1,000 people selling this umbrella hat, and you're the 1,001st listing, then you have to work your way through 1,000 other listings to get to the top. So it's just kind of my logic there. Okay, so it looks like he's doing really good with like these realistic reptile toys. Cool. So we'll go check out the realistic snake now. All right. Well, not a lot of reviews here right away. We'll check that out. I think this is kind of like a gag gift. Yeah, toys and games. Price is pretty low. The only thing I'm worried about, like this rattlesnake that looks really realistic, is a pretty good one. $21 probably only costs them realistically probably $3 per unit for that. Yeah, this looks good. So again, I'm not too worried about the reviews. Cool thing about something like this is there's, as far as we know, like an unlimited number of snake designs you can do. So you could literally just go look up snakes on like Google Images and find one that isn't here. You could even do one that's area specific, like that. How well is that rattlesnake doing? I just gotta look for the price here. 21. Am I not seeing it? You guys are probably seeing it and you're pointing it out to me. Okay, $7,000 per month, right? Just selling this rubber snake. That's really good. Pull up a quick trend report because I don't know if this is more of a summer thing. Snakes are cold-blooded, so probably wouldn't be doing too hot in the winter. And we could just go ahead and run like the past 5 years so we could see any spikes. That's pretty consistent. So it's popping up and down, but it's not like it's all the way down for a couple months, then all the way back up. So that looks good. I don't think it's too seasonal. This is good. I actually like this one. So let's just go do our trick really quick and see how many pages of sellers there are. I'm guessing there's probably going to be quite a bit. Looks like the ones that are doing the best are kind of like these ultra realistic ones. So I think rubber snakes is almost a different product. Like those are a totally different product from like the rattlesnake, for instance. So let's just actually, I was gonna say, where did my top column go? Go by revenue and see who's doing the best. Yeah, look how realistic that one is. And he's charging $36. So that shows you, you could come in the premium option. That one's pretty realistic, definitely. Those are not doing good though. Can't believe that guy's selling at $36. That one looks really realistic. Their picture is definitely against terms of service, but it seems to be paying off. They're selling 700 of these things per month. So here's the thing, guys. Now you have a totally unique idea just because we started digging through other people's products. So you would not have found this idea if we were just looking through the web app all day, but how quickly did we just find a potential product? Look at the spread of revenue here, right? There's people, we said we wanted 7. There's well over 20 people making more than $4,000 or $5,000 per month. So that's an awesome example. Jungle Scout is saying it's high demand, low competition. I would agree. There's thousands of units sold per month. There's probably, if we added all of these up, only 1,000 or 2,000 reviews spread out across the entire market. So a lot of these people are doing really well with really low reviews. We could even sort by reviews and come through here. Okay, we could see 13 reviews doing $6,000 per month. They're not even selling a really realistic one. 3,000, 4,000. 12,000 with 25 reviews. That guy's doing awesome. He's still running ads. 7,000. Again, that only has 50 reviews. So these are, you could come in, it's proof right here. There's someone making $5,000 per month in revenue. Okay, that's a different product. Bad example. $12,000 a month in revenue. So maybe we'll say he's doing 6 if he's at 50% profit. It's probably a little less than that at that price. Maybe it's 30%, even 30%, more than $100 a day with only 25 reviews. So if you had launched this product yourself, I would have been you. And you wouldn't have found it unless you were using this kind of, I would say, unique product research. So he only launched this year. He launched in March 21st. And it's only been 3 months, and now he's crushing it. It only took him, let's see. That looks like he was having a hard time getting ranked. Made a push, maybe had a little bit of hard time there, and now he's definitely ranked. So the lower this line is, the better. This is Helium 10. This is a free tool. If you're curious. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like the video, helps me out tremendously. Also, if you are serious about learning this business model, you could go take my course. First link in the description. It's donation based. I'm literally handing you my secret sauce. Take it and run with it. Wow, I'm just realizing my face was really big this whole time. Okay, that's how big it should have been. Hopefully I wasn't blocking too much. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your week. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.